Hi, I'm Bracken.
And I'm Nina Joy.
And we're sitting here in Xanadu of Sedona, and this is an interview for people to get to know us a little bit better and what we've done and what we're doing. And so I am living with the most beautiful goddess in the universe, my beloved mate, Nina Joy. And I'd like to share with you a little bit of the story going back to 1989. April 21st, 1989. I was a guy who was going around the country giving away unconditional cash. That's money blessed with unconditional love to things that I believed in. And I was getting quite a following. So on April 21st, I was at a meeting in Santa Monica, and up walked this beautiful being with blue eyes in a pink pantsuit. And I looked in her eyes and I said, I want to be with her for 1,000,000 years. So I'm going to keep this brief and short. So I took her on a 5-hour walk. We stayed up all night. We flew to Phoenix, Arizona, took a limo to Sedona where I lived, and we went and said marriage vows. Then we decided, well, we can't be married. So we said divorce vows, and then we said mate vows. Then we went on, and I'll let her tell a little bit more about the story. After we did Campaign for the Earth that November in 1989, which we had given unconditional cash to, which went on to be 4 more conferences around the world for Campaign for the Earth, we left for Maui, Hawaii, with her 5.5 months pregnant, with our first beloved daughter named Now Joy. And you can share a little bit of our experiences there in Hawaii.
Oh, wow. Where do I start? We got over to Maui. The reason why we went to Maui was because there was a midwife there who knew all about water birth. My first birth, I wanted to have somebody that really knew about water birth because I wanted to have a water birth, and I wanted to have it with the dolphins. I swam with dolphins during my pregnancy with Now Joy and our other daughters as well. I was out to here.
8.5 months pregnant, swimming out in the ocean, me trying to keep up with her, pregnant with our first daughter, if you get that picture.
I wrote a book about it, so that's cool. Finished that this last year. And now we live in Sedona. I mean, fast forward, we live in Sedona. We have off and on ever since we met. And
I want to backtrack a little bit because our life is really interesting now, and it was really interesting then as well. We went to Maui, and we were going to have water birth, and we stayed at a mansion that we rented for 30 days, and it was wonderful, and we had our first baby, and I caught her in our arms. Our second baby was born in Sedona, Arizona, water birth, and that was under a pyramid in a 8-foot by 8-foot hot tub in the red rocks with big crystals on each corner to empower it.
And it was a vortex of liquid love. And when I was in the water, in that vortex of liquid love, I had no pain, no fear about the baby, and in a short 8 hours, actually it was a party, an 8-hour party,
yes,
because it was amazing. And I squatted, and here Star came into my arms, and we could show you on video that too if you'd like, but that's another story.
And so, to carry forward a little further, we went to Idaho, Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, in '92, and we bought a piece of property, and we had Now Joy, first daughter, Star Joy, second daughter, and we were pregnant with third daughter, who was I Am Joy.
I Am Joy.
I Am, first name, Joy, middle name, last name's Cherry, the whole clan is Cherry. Anyway, she was the first baby, to our knowledge, born in water, born in a monolithic concrete dome. And we lived there 5 years with the girls with snow this high. And that's when Xanadu in Sedona, where we had lived before,
right now,
and this is where we're sitting right now, became available to purchase it. So we bought it. And we moved here in 1998. The girls were 4, 6, and 8. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to fast forward a little bit to Hurricane Katrina, which was about
can I regress? We homeschooled, sure. We dome schooled the girls. Lots of amazing times in this dome, and our dome up north, of course. But ever since they were born, they've been home taught. Of course, they taught us. We always believed that they were our teachers, and that's the uniqueness about the way that we dome schooled or homeschooled. And you probably met them already on the videos we sent to you, and they're now 16, 18, and 21. So they're on the odd year. The 16 will turn 17, and then the 18 will turn 19. But so in 21 years ago, water birth wasn't really that common. In fact, it's not common in a lot of areas yet. It's starting to become, and that was one of my dreams, is to be on the forefront, a pioneer almost. In fact, we almost went to Moscow to birth with Igor Tchaikovsky. You can learn more about it in my book. But
speaking of her book, which we finished early last year, and we're doing a revision before we really truly launch it, Fearless Birth and Beyond, Stars Are Born. And it's a wonderful book about 3 water births that we had without any fear whatsoever. First one, a little bit of pain, 0 pain on the next 2, and our adventures doing it, and a how-to section in the back of how you too can do that. But we went beyond just water birth. We decided we're going to raise our children ourselves. We're going to be the daycare. We're going to be the school. So for 7 years out of choice, they never had a babysitter. The first 7 years Nina and I were together, all 3 of them never had a babysitter. And so we've raised them all the way to 21, 18, and 16, homeschooling them, which meant we were 24/7 parents in the domes in Idaho and the domes here, teaching our kids, and by the way, they're very smart, but teaching them and educating them without any outside interference. Now, they did get a lot of socialization, met friends, went to the Boys and Girls Club next door, and so on, so don't worry about socialization. They got that down pat. But back to us for a minute. We did all of that, and we've had a magical, magical 22 years together. And we bought Xanadu of Sedona in '98. We've had 12 years here. And back to the brief story about Hurricane Katrina. When it hit, we're sitting here in Sedona watching it on TV with most of the Gulf of Mexico and the states there blown away. And we're sitting in a tornado-proof, hurricane-proof, fire-proof, monolithic concrete dome home that is super energy efficient and cheaper to build than conventional construction. And we said, how can we get this type of structure exposed to the world? Because people look at the outside and they say, who's crazy enough to live in this? But when you see the inside, you go, I would be crazy enough to live in this. So we said, how are we going to get on TV? And so we always loved rainbows. We saw tons of rainbows almost every day in Hawaii when we were there, living there, off and on. And there's rainbows here in Sedona all the time. We thought, rainbow? Each color of the rainbow could be a dome. And so we painted them. And we got on TV. We got on TV. We got on Fox News. Then we got on Arizona Entertainment Weekly. Then we got on Offbeat. Then we got on Amazing Vacation Homes. Then we got on World's Most Extreme Homes 5 years ago, and it's still rerunning. We get emails all the time in 22 countries. In fact, Amazing Vacations and Offbeat reruns probably every 6 months, too. We'll get an email. Maybe a little longer than that, 9 months. And just recently, which we're not supposed to tell anybody, so don't let this out. No, I wouldn't say zzz. Okay, zzz. We're going to be on even a bigger show. Yeah, we wrote our name saying no. In August, or late August, or early September, probably the premiere of a new season. And we're excited about that. It mostly
But
features...
we're excited about you guys, too. And there's all kinds of exciting things we could do. I love to brew kombucha. I have my own kombucha continuous brewing pot in the kitchen all the time, and it's very, very healthy for you. I'm a nutritionist. I love to do amazing food preparation and things. The girls, I mean, we could definitely have
ideas for a 5-episode series. We could probably go 10, 15, but 5. We'll do a pilot first and see how good that is. But let me share with you about all the things the family does. First of all, we're really into high technology, mostly Apple computers. I was PC for 35 years. We got on Apple 5 years ago. And so the whole family is really into technology. We can do all sorts of things, video edit, sound production, etc. And the last year we created a complete meditation line based on principles of how we have lived without jobs. We've worked, contract out of the home, and etc. But the whole principle is how to manifest now. So the last year, with Nina's beautiful voice, our production company team of us and the 3 girls, we created 14 different meditations, and we're marketing them now, and we're getting phenomenal feedback. The quality and the content is excellent according to the public, which is who you got to please anyway. So that's one aspect. Now to our girls. Our 16-year on planet Earth daughter, I Am Joy, is almost a professional belly dancer with a supernatural talent. And she takes classes, she's done performances for 4 years, and she has a whole lot of other exciting things in her life as well. Now is highly technical oriented. She's also a songwriter, singer. Star is coming along, really excited about participating with me and Nina in the business and selling our How to Manifest Now meditations. Anything else to add about the girls or us? Because then I want to talk about 11-11.
Okay. Excuse me.
Go ahead and add.
We're a family that loves each other. Yeah, I mean, it shows we really don't have any issues.
We're not into drama.
No.
Unless it's happy drama.
Living in this dome is a lot of, I think it has a lot to do with the feeling of the dome, the attitudes, living in an expansive home like this. I could go on and on.
Domes increase your consciousness because you're not in a square box. That's all I can say about it, and I could share a whole lot more. But they literally open up your consciousness living in the round. And we've experienced that for more than 12 years right here. And there's a lot of other aspects about our life that can be very, very entertaining. And the only drama that we have is happiness drama, for the most part.
Happiness drama?
Yeah, happiness. The girls will get to cutting up and we'll laugh with them and we'll be talking about this and talking about that and their new adventures here and our new adventures. But another very, very big TV-worthy thing, in my opinion, is we are participating in what's called 11-11-11. Well, what's that? It is a very big-time date in the spiritual, metaphysical arena on planet Earth. It's 2 weeks after October 28th, 2011, which is the end of the Mayan calendar, the Conscious Evolution Mayan calendar. So Conscious Evolution ends October 28th. 11-11-11 will be a big celebration. The other calendar that tracks the galactical movements of the galaxy, the sun, the great central sun, ends December 21st, 2012. So from 11-11-11 till then is another huge ramp up of exciting things.
Of conscious awareness, super conscious awareness. And we're so excited about this, where, you know, there's a lot of doomsday, drama going on and shows. It's going to be a rock and roll show. But if you are conscious and you know what you want and you go for it no matter what anybody else is saying out there, it's gonna be so. I'm getting chills just talking about it.
And see what's amazing about this. This is, what is today? This is the 28th of April. There's 196 days till 11/11/11, and that's a huge ramp up. Not just in Sedona, but globally. But I want to cover Sedona for a minute because that's where we're really involved. We're participating with a gentleman in a group who started the 11/11/11 gathering. And he has invited people all over the world starting about 3 months ago. And there's already 1,900 people registered. And there's about 3,000 more people saying they're coming. And we still got 96 days before the event. So it's probably going to turn into a baby Woodstock type event. There's going to be bands here, there's going to be meditations here, there's going to be celebrities here talking and doing speaking engagements. It is coming together like lightning. And so the week before 11/11/11, that whole week working up to the party, is going to be a huge potential media event. And there's going to be a lot of media here regardless because it's going to be huge. There could be anywhere from 10,000 minimum estimate to 25 to 50,000 people.
We have a lot of national forest, so if all goes according to the higher plan, if you will, it's going to be a great time, and the city will benefit, individuals will benefit, the world will benefit because there's going to be so much love pumped out.
Yes, we've started a day of love on Facebook a month and a half ago. And there's 3,500 people already signed up for the event, 11/11/11, a day of love, which means you don't go anywhere and you don't pay anything. You just love every day up until then and love big on that day. But what does it mean for us here in our family? And first of all, we're working on it diligently. Second of all, we're the first piece of property coming into Sedona, Arizona. And our property is a 6,000 square foot, almost 6,000 square foot dome home painted the colors of the rainbow. Everybody coming into Sedona will wind up wanting to stop here. So we're going to have a lot of fun, and we've got a lot of other things planned that we don't want to disclose on this video to really make it a huge media event. So we're having a blast living in Sedona, Arizona. We have had a wonderful life together, still do. We have all kinds of things going that we think would make a really nice, uplifting,
and crazy,
yeah, crazy, and
crazy fun,
enlightening way of life that is very unique. We live in the only rainbow dome home on planet Earth in Sedona, Arizona.
We had all our babies in the water.
We've raised them all. We are excited. We are happy. We have fun, and we'd love to talk to you about 5 episodes.
That'd be so
and
fun.
It won't be cheap, but we can be had. We appreciate you. We also thank Daniel Markle very much for extending this opportunity. We didn't dress up for it.
Well, he tried to get us to do the wife swap or whatever
a long time ago, and we wouldn't buy that action at all. But
unless it was one of the movie stars,
Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt, I told him we'll do wife swap with, but he couldn't get that arranged back then. They were going to pay us $25,000 for an episode of that, but we couldn't do that without
too much drama,
too much.
Ridiculousness.
To close, thank you, Daniel. Thank you, whoever's watching this. We didn't dress up. We didn't prepare a
He said, just do something down
and dirty. I haven't even had a shower today, and Nina and now Joy made me go ahead and get this done. We do know how to do video way more professional than this. But just so you can meet us, if you want to see more video about us, go to our fan page on Facebook, which is Xanadu of Sedona 2011, and we've got World's Most Extreme Homes on there, Amazing Vacations, Offbeat, Fox News, and Arizona Entertainment Weekly. Even though we're not supposed to, it's old enough in the past, nobody cares. And we won't do your show until it's old enough in the past. But thank you for taking the time to watch this. Hope it's not too lengthy. And blessings to you, and
Thanks.
see what you think.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.